Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing or discussing a topic that I normally don't do on my channel. My channel is usually about beauty and makeup and usually girl related things, but today I thought about some issues my friends have been having, meaning relationship issues, and I just really wish that there could be more help for them, especially in terms of getting over an ex. Because I love my friends and they're really smart people, but you know, sometimes they make bad decisions, which I think really hurts them more than helps them. And I think that there needs to be someone to spit out all this information and what I've learned and what I've seen from my past experiences and my friends' experiences. So I'm going to be discussing how to get over your ex, which is a really hard thing to do. And honestly, I don't think people are really ever completely over their ex, maybe until maybe they get married or something. But it is a really hard process because you've invested so much of yourself. You made yourself so vulnerable. You really thought you loved this person and gave them everything, and when they reject you like that, you don't know what to do, and it just hurts so badly. Believe me, I have been there, done that. It was the most awful time of my life, but you know, I'm still here, and look at me, I'm alive, and I'm making this video to help you. So yeah, here we go. The 3 tips I'm going to be discussing, and I think the 3 main factors that really help you get over an ex is 1, hating. I'll get to that in a moment. 2, no contact. No, block him from Facebook, GChat, Skype, Twitter, phone number, etc. 3rd, rebounding. Okay? So the first thing is really understand what it means when they broke up with you. The hardest thing to realize is that they no longer want to be with you, even though you still want to be with him. When my guy left me, I desperately wanted him back because I thought that I was going to spend the rest of my life with him, that there's nobody else like him, blah, 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 blah. And it was really hard because he left me. And the thing you have to get over in your head is that this person saw you, consciously evaluated you from your head to your toe, and said, I no longer want to invest my time in you. I no longer have the feelings for you. I no longer want to keep you around, and I want to see other people. Now think, does that hurt? You bet it hurts. It sucks. But that's what he said to you, and you have to realize it. And once you can get that realization that there's nothing wrong with you and that you're never going to get back together, then the easier it is to move on. So get that through your head. He consciously evaluated you and rejected you. What a retard, right? I mean, he consciously evaluated me and rejected me, and look at me. So you don't want to be with someone who's mentally not clear in that area. One way to really get over him is to hate on him and to hate every single thing about him. And I know that sounds terrible, and it is really emotionally stressful because before, you know, you loved him, you wanted to have his babies, blah, 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 and now you're hating on him. But you really need to hate, because if you don't hate, you're not going to move on, and you're always going to keep wanting to get back together. It's ridiculous how many on and off relationships I see with my friends, and I just think that it's such a waste of emotional energy, and they really just need to hate. A good way of hating is to write out a list of all the negative qualities he has and then categorize them and then draw a diagram based on these qualities. And this is why I get so frustrated with my friends when they keep talking to their exes and then they call me up at 3 in the morning all upset over something, you know, their ex said. And I'm just like, why are you wasting your time, his time, and my time over this when you could have just not talked to them and not had any contact with them? Ugh. I hate it when the dumper wants to still be friends with the dumpy, because that's such a selfish reason or motive. Think. They want to dump you and just push you all the way to the end of the world, but then again, they still want to be friends with you because they still want somebody there, and they don't want to feel guilty about what they did. So they keep you there. But it's terrible for you because, as you've heard, I don't know if you've heard the song Rehab by Rihanna. I love that song. She explains it so well. When you fall in love and when you're in a relationship with someone, it's like a drug addiction. The dopamine centers of your brain are like, blah, over time, and you're so happy, and you wake up and you're like skipping, all that, okay? And once someone takes that drug away from you, you can't survive. You're shaking. You know, you can't breathe, you can't think, you can't do anything, and it's absolutely, absolutely terrible. And what they want to do is, like, let's say you're an alcoholic or you're a cigarette smoker. They want to put those cigarettes in front of you and dangle them in your face, but not actually give you a smoke. And you don't deserve that. Because when they do dangle that cigarette, or when you smell that smoke all around you, you're constantly wanting to get to that, and you can't focus on anything else in your life. And you honestly deserve so much better. You honestly deserve to get rid of those cigarettes and rid of all that bad stuff and get on with your life and do great things that the cigarette won't ever allow you to do, okay? And once you can get that over in your head, you'll realize how important it is to go cold turkey and not to be friends and not to remain in contact whatsoever. Now, some people tell me they can be friends with their exes, and I think that is not possible because, I mean, if you can be friends with your exes, the relationship meant nothing to you. It's only when you actually fell for someone and had that emotional bond or attachment when you can't be friends. So also be aware of dating someone who's still friends with their exes, because that means they can just throw away people really easily. Yeah, I don't get those people. So you can never be friends with your exes. It is sad that you invested so much time and energy with them, and you revealed so much to them, made yourself so vulnerable to them, but that's a risk you take, and unfortunately you learn and you move on. Okay, so going cold turkey. No Facebook friends. Okay, block from Facebook. Not even remove as a friend, block. Go on his profile and click the block button. Okay? You do not want to see his status updates. You do not want to know what's going on with him. You do not want to see that he is attending the 30th annual wet t-shirt contest at some really racy club downtown. You do not want to see him in pictures at a toga party with other girls. You do not want to see other girls writing on his wall, etc., etc., etc. You don't want to see that. Trust me. You don't. So you need to block. I don't even say remove him as a friend, because now you can still stalk your mutual friends on Facebook, which I think is really weird. So you're going to be tempted to do that. I know I was definitely tempted to stalk my ex even though I blocked him. But when you block him, there is no temptation because you physically can't, like, look at their stuff. And neither can they look at yours. Okay, so you got to block. Second, you got to block them from your G-Chat, from your Twitter, from your Foursquare. Oh, Foursquare, that's terrible. Don't get Foursquare, but Twitter, Facebook, YouTube account, whatever electronic communication you guys have, because it's going to be really hard, because when he shows up on that AOL buddy list, you're going to want to say, hi, how are you doing, and want to find out what's going on in his life, and there's some part of you that wants to get back together with him, even though you know he just rejected you, and it's going to be really hard to move on, and you don't want to hear about stuff he has to say. When I tried doing that with my ex, he discussed me. He talked to me about his new girlfriend, and it hurt like shit. Like, this was like 5 months after, you know, I dated him, but it still hurt really badly, and I realized that I don't want to put myself through this emotional pain and struggle. It's not worth that anymore, especially because I had the reasons why I hated him anyways. Also, you gotta block from phone. I know that's really, really hard, because you always think, oh my god, what if I have an emergency? Oh my gosh, what if I need to talk to him one day? Blah, blah, blah. Honestly, you're not going to need to talk to him unless you guys have kids or you work together. But if you really don't have any reason to talk anymore, then you should delete his phone number. What I did was I always got tempted to talk to him. Like, because, you know, you always want to call him. You always want to ask for him back. Because, you know, it's like the addiction. You always want the cigarette. You want to smoke. You want to smoke. You're addicted. So what I did was I just deleted his phone number, which is good. But then a few days later, he started texting me, and I realized it was him because I had this number that wasn't, you know, with anybody's name. And I eventually saw those 9 digits over and over and over again, and I eventually memorized it. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna text him at 3 in the morning when I've had like 4 shots and I want to reveal more stuff to him. And I had that number memorized. So what I actually did was I actually physically called up my phone company and told them to block that number so that even if I wanted to, it wouldn't send through. I couldn't call him, he couldn't call me, we couldn't have any contact. And I think that really, really helped because I was able to move on and do bigger and better things with my life. The third, so you know, no contact is super, super important. I think maybe after a year or so, depending on how long the relationship was and how long it takes for you to heal, you guys can start talking again. But you really need to have no contact for at least the first 6 months because you just need to move on with your life. The third last thing is I think you should rebound, and people have different, you know, views on this. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to use someone to rebound and make myself feel better. The thing that really hurt me was that, you know, I thought I was going to marry this guy, and I thought he was the only man for me and the only man out there, essentially, because you get this tunnel vision when you're with someone. And once that kind of left my life, I was really sad. And so going out and meeting new guys and casually dating other people was a lot of fun, and I think really helped me to get over my ex. You just have to make sure that whatever you do is safe and that both you and the other person are on the same terms with it. So you have to tell them, like, you know, this will be a casual thing. Like, you don't want to lead on someone. But, yeah, I think it's just fun to go out with your girlfriends, get dressed up really nicely, make your profile pic super, super, duper, duper hot, flirt with other guys, get drinks from other guys, go on dates, you know, do whatever with them. It'll make you feel a lot more attractive, and it'll remind you that there are other fish in the sea who deserve you, okay? So those are my 3 things of advice, and thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that more people than just my subscribers watch this, because I think this would really help a lot of people with their relationship problems and trying to get over someone. I just want to tell you that if you've been dumped, you know, I know it absolutely sucks, but you're so much better than that, and there's so many great things out in this world for you, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with you, and, you know, if anything, it was their fault, not yours, okay? I would say that, you know, different people have different ways to cope, but I think if you really fall for someone, then this is probably the best way. Humans, we're not robots. We have emotions. We get attached. In a perfect world, you know, a breakup could be clean cut. You wouldn't have to hate on them. You could still talk to them without any emotion. You know, you could see them with other girls and not feel bad. But we are human, and we have those emotions. And those emotions can do great things, and they can also hurt us. So you have to really know when to cut the line for it. If you have any other questions, don't feel free to message me or email me. My email is on the first page of my channel. It's on my channel homepage. And also, please subscribe. Please subscribe and comment on what you think. I will actually start making maybe more life lesson videos instead of just makeup videos, because I really like talking to people, and I know a lot of people need help in their lives, and I want to just help as many people as I can and empower them. I think that's really fun to empower people. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you'll be able to move on and live a great life, because you are so wonderful and you deserve so much more than however they treated you. So thanks, guys. Bye.